Guys, give me just 30 seconds and I'm going to tell you what's going wrong with our English dictionary. What's going wrong with us while speaking in English? By the way, where are all those words we have been learning constantly for long and still not getting at the right time? What to do with this problem? Let's discuss it in today's video. Welcome back to the series Diagnosing Your English Problem. My name is Winnie. I am your communication coach here to help you solve your English problems. Let's get started. And today's problem is, why do I forget words while speaking in English? Why I don't get right words at the right time? But before we start, let's do a quick challenge. As always, let's do a quick experiment. Tell me at least 3 words in the comment section to describe today's weather, whatever weather it is. If not that, if you find it difficult, tell me 3 different ways to say I am doing well today in the chat box. Written? Okay, if not 3, write minimum 2. Guys, I have one more question. Tell me, what's your type? Basically, there are 2 types of learners. Number 1 is they don't know words, they don't have vocabulary, they don't have enough words. And number 2 is they know words but they are unable to get it at the right time. What's your type? Drop it in the comment section. So, if your type is number 1, that means you don't have enough vocabulary, and the solution is read more and learn more. But if your problem is number 2, you are at the right place. Today we are going to discuss exactly what is the problem. Guys, there is a huge difference between knowing English and accessing English. Today we are going to talk about the second one. That is how to access right word at the right time. That means you know English but you are not able to access it. And this process in psychology is called retrieval. Retrieval, that means bringing right information at the right time that is already stored in your memory. You don't have to produce it, it is already there. Okay, I'll explain in simpler manner. And I call this the search engine theory. What is search engine theory? Just imagine your brain like Google. When we search something on Google, what happens? Sometimes you get answer within second and sometimes it takes time. What it does, it has information, it just accesses different pages and gives you the right answer. Same is the case with our brain. We have information right here. Sometimes it takes a lot of time to get right word and sometimes we don't get it at all. Now, all we need to do is we have to train our brain to get right word. That means you have words. Words are not lost. It's just taking longer time to get those words. Instead of memorizing a lot of words, we have to train our brain to retrieve at the right time the right words. The good part is, just like you can train your body to make it stronger, you can train your brain to retrieve faster, retrieve words faster. Easy? Retrieval, search engine theory, very easy. I hope you got it. Now that you have understood that, it's time to talk about the solutions. We have diagnosed the problem. The problem is retrieval. Now let's fix it with a very simple 3-step framework that I commonly teach my students, and it is called Triple R framework. What's that? What's Triple R? Not the movie. In Triple R framework, the first R stands for something that we have already understood. It is retrieval. In simple words, just getting information that is already stored in your brain at the right time. But what exactly you have to do for proper retrieval? Let's understand it. Guys, this amazing activity is like a 5-minute gym session for your brain every day. 5-minute gym session, right? Make sure you do it. Let me explain this with a very simple example. Honestly, I love giving examples. Just imagine your brain as a library. Right? Now, getting the right word from the brain is like finding the right book in the library. Whenever we ask the librarian for that particular book, he takes few seconds to find that right shelf, the right book, the right page. Similar is the case with your brain. It has a lot of words, but all it needs is a lot of time to retrieve that word and find it at the right time. Now, let's learn how to train our brain to become better librarian, how to train our brain to get words faster. And for this, you just have to create one simple habit for your day-to-day practice. And what is that? It's simple. Just pick one topic every day. I have attached a list of 15 topics in front of you. Do this for next 15 days. Try to find 5 to 7 relevant words related to these topics. You just have to retrieve it. Keep your phone aside, keep your notebook aside, keep everything aside. Just try to challenge your brain, train your brain, give a good workout to your brain to find all the relevant words. Suppose if the topic is weather, whatever words you know, try to get it, write it down and practice it. Let's do one right now. So I want to give you this question. How would you describe your favorite person? Write at least 5 qualities of your favorite person and why do you admire them? You can write in the chat box right now. For example, you can say he's hardworking, he's kind-hearted, he's soft-spoken, he's amiable, he's generous, he's cheerful, he's happy-go-lucky and whatnot. Try it today. If you're able to recall 5 words, that's wonderful. Now, what if you're unable to recall words? There is no harm in looking them up. Try to look for them, learn it, and then you can practice more. At least you will give some time for learning. With that, it's time to move to our next step. Next R. The next R is very simple. Guys, but let's be practical before that. Now, there can be situation even after practicing retrieval. There can be situation when you still do not get right word at the right time. Then what are you going to do? In that case, this R is going to work. Very simple, right? The second R is replace. There are situations when you will not get that exact word. Do not panic. Do not worry at all. Just try to smoothen the process by replacing it with a very simple word. Guys, it happens with everyone, almost all English learners, not just with learners, but also with fluent speakers, native speakers, and with everyone. Now, one mistake that commonly learners do is they freeze, they stop, they go blank, they go nervous. Here you have to understand, you don't have to become nervous. All you need to do is train your brain to continue speaking and replacing that difficult word with a simpler one. Just try to replace it with a simpler one. Let's say if the word is generous, he's generous. If you don't get it, you say he loves helping people. He helps people. If the word is I am exhausted today, no, simply say, I'm very tired today, I can't help you, so sorry. Guys, always remember this point. Every conversation that continues builds up your confidence. But every conversation where you stop, it shakens your confidence. And if you lose one word, probably you are going to lose all the other words. So choose communication, choose to speak, choose to continue, choose to communicate. It is going to build your confidence. Choose communication, choose confidence. Do not stop, do not get nervous if that word is not coming to you. Just replace it with a simple word. Okay, we can try this exercise. Suppose if I have to say the food is delicious and I forgot the word delicious, how can we describe it in a very simple manner? Can you tell me in the comments? And now, today, these words generous, soft-spoken, amiable, they may sound heavy, but this can actually sound easy tomorrow just with this third practice. And what is that third practice? It's very simple and something we have been practicing for long. It is the third R, repeat. Retrieve, replace, repeat. This is something I personally do every time to make my vocabulary stronger. Every time I learn a new word, every time I come across a new word, I make it a point to repeat it in my conversations, videos, or whenever I talk to people in person. You don't have to simply learn and move on. Make it a point to repeat it, right? For example, earlier I used to say improve. Then I started saying enhance, and now I say enhance. Earlier I used to say she's very helpful, he is very helpful. Now I say he's generous, she is generous. Earlier I would say neat and clean. Now I say immaculate. Now tell me, was it easy for me in the beginning? Not at all, not at all. I forgot it every time. In fact, I had to go to my word bank to revise it. But I kept practicing it. I made my brain habitual of it, and now whenever I speak, it comes naturally to me. So the target is to make it natural, to get it naturally. Repetition is the target, guys. Please repeat as much as possible. Remember one thing, words become active only when they become habitual. Suppose if you learned a word and kept it somewhere in your memory and you forgot it, it's not going to get active. It will be dormant. So guys, these are 3 R's, very important R, the 3R framework, that is retrieve, replace and repeat. Very easy formula, guys. There is nothing hard and fast in it. As I'm telling you, if you follow this simple 3R framework consistently for next 30 days, trust me, the results will be surprising. You will be surprised to see the words that once took 30 seconds, 20 seconds to retrieve will come to you naturally, effortlessly in 2 to 3 seconds, and you'll start speaking fluently. And I'll be seeing you in the next video of our series, Diagnosing Your English Problem. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know in the comments if you like it.